I'm gonna do. Yeah, it says it's streaming, but it's not picking up anything. No, no, no. I was trying to connect it to YouTube. Whatever. I mean, uh, man, hopefully it's not that bad. Well, so like this right here. I mean, can you see this? Yeah. What if I increased it? Wait, how do I mute myself over here? No, I'm not in Google Chrome anymore. Got that Hunter guy. Oh really? I don't know. I'm in the second season right now. Well, I guess I told you, but yeah, I started it a while back, and then I stopped at some point. But yeah, we started again. Talk. Yo, why am I hearing myself? I'm not echoing. It's like it's playing back like 10 seconds later what I'm saying right now. No. Yeah, but I don't have it open. Oh, well. Still sharing. Play mouse and keyboard now. Dang. That's the only. I guess I can send you this through here. You need them blue light filter glasses. Still getting headaches. Were you working again? Oh, you're still okay. I thought you were. I mean, that's probably a while back, but you were doing like security camera stuff or something like that. Oh, okay. What do you mean they kicked? You got kicked out? Oh, a contract beat. They beat your contract out. Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, pays the bills, right? See your money go up. You said. That's what's up. Nice. Yeah, that's good. You trying to do this thing or what? You trying to learn some hacking stuff? Nah, bro. Yeah. Yeah, that's the big one. You have to be interested, I guess, in that stuff. so so cybersecurity is like the big branch, right? Like the big tree of over everything cybersecurity wise. Where there's so much underneath. I don't want to overload you with all that information, but there's like the hacking side of things, right? There's the offense and there's the defense. The defensive guys, which is kind of like the job I'm in now, you're basically monitoring the network to for anything that might be going on, any malicious things that might be going on. That any hackers or attackers that are trying to get into the network, or even internally from like even like the employees, even though they may not. It's so much in detail, but that's basically the gist. You're monitoring the network for any malicious things that might be going on. In I've only been doing this for like a month, 2 months now. I barely got into like this. I got pretty lucky, but from just being in there, there hasn't been um anything crazy. Like we've gotten alerts because there's always going to be alerts coming in, and you have to like review these alerts coming in to see what it. Yeah, there's tools. Yeah, there's tools that are monitoring, and and those tools feed you this information, and you're going to be reading the logs and everything that's coming in, and you kind of have to dissect it and see what it is. If it's something malicious, you kind of start analyze it even more, and if it's something it's just being flagged because of the signatures you have set up, then you just kind of resolve it and kind of go from there. But like I said, from being in the job, there's nothing crazy. There's been, of course, alerts that we've investigated a little bit more and even pushed forward to get even more into it. But at the end of the day, it was really just nothing, and all we're doing. Also, the defensive people are trying to harden the network, so you're making it more secure. You're trying to find little gaps here and there that are could be potentially be exploited by an attacker, and you're trying to mitigate that and trying to stop or harden the network. So block that road from them getting into it. If that makes sense. So maybe in the civilian world, yeah, I guess that's the way it worked. But normally, like the way from what I've seen in the civilian world, yeah, you are hired by a company, and that company might be like a cybersecurity company, and that cybersecurity company might try to find, like for example, let's say HEB doesn't have a cybersecurity, because they do, I know they do, but they say they don't have a cybersecurity team. Well, HEB is going to go find a cybersecurity company and contract them to monitor HEB stuff, and you know what I mean. And then it's just a whole bunch, HEB, USAA, anyone that doesn't is not big enough to hold, or maybe they are big enough and are able to contract out to a cybersecurity company. They're gonna hire them to start monitoring this stuff. But I work on Lackland, so it's kind of the same thing. I mean, there's a company that I got hired by that the military contracted and for 5 years, and now we're there for 5 years to monitor the network. No, well, no. So mainly because it's on base and I'm dealing with classified stuff. I can't get that on my home computer. But the plus side is, yeah, if you were to do it on like the civilian side of things, I don't. Most of them will you could do from home. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I that's what I hope to do at some point once I get pretty good at this, get more experience, try to find a company that would hire me and I can work from home because you can do this job from home. Yeah, you'll be able to remote in, grab the tools that you need, and literally look at it on your own computer. Oh yeah, cyber. Hold on. Cyber security. That's basically my job title. It's a broad title, but it's. Oh, really? So if obviously if you're pretty top notch, that's like a median average, yes. Like if you have enough experience under your belt, yeah, it can go from like 80 to like 120, 140, depending depending. But yeah. Um so the offensive side of things, they're called like the pen they're called like the pen testers. But yeah, they're called penetration testers, and what these guys are doing um, in the civilian side of things, because no one should legally be hacking anyone. Even if you're a pen tester, you shouldn't be hacking anyone, even if it's for your job. But a pen tester is basically kind of the same thing as this company where, let's say, HEB wants to see how good, yeah, see how good their network and how good their security is. They're going to hire these offensive guys to see what they can figure out. And they're, yeah, and they'll hire those people to see, yeah, if what you could do, what you can do, and yeah, that's yep. And the pen tester's gonna at the end. That's why this course literally at the very end is teaching you. This guy is supposed to teach you literally from cradle to grave on a pen test. So from the very beginning to the very end, which is legal documents and report writing, which is probably the boring part, but probably the most important to the company, the people that hired you, because you're gonna have to report to them and be like, look, this is what I found. This is what you need to do to fix it, and that's basically it. And they'll be like, cool, I'm gonna go try to fix that stuff. Yeah, like the bugs and stuff. Now, pen testers, on the other hand, because they're very they get probably more money because you have to know a lot more. This one actually only says that, but I've seen more. Honestly, it's not even about the money when I think it's just more. I think it's fun. Like you have to, you're trying to break into the network. Yeah, it's um. There's obviously there's some in pen testing. There's some coding involved because you have to be able to write maybe your own script or whatever. It's all depends on how you want to go about breaking into their thing. The more you know, the better. But um, but it's not like a lot. It's not like all right, you got to write a game or code a game and now make it work. Nah, it's nothing like that. It's something. It's more simple. That's yeah, but that's not coding. That's just knowing the system. Not really. No. I not completely no. I know how to maybe read it if you put it in front of me, but I couldn't sit down here and write a script to do something. That's that's about it. But yeah, that's something that's always grabbed my attention from for a while. It's just a matter of it's just a lot of info you have to know. I think I don't know because any person that I've met that's done I don't know if they've done pen testing, but are in the realm of like hacking and ethical hacking, whether it be defense or offense. They always say like you just got to start somewhere and just start learning because there's so much you have to know or just need to know. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So is he like the coding part of it to make the app? Yeah, I mean, like even under there, like I don't know if he's just a coder, the programmer, or he's gonna be the security guy because you have to find, yeah, like you said, find all the bugs and stuff within the code to make sure it's not being able to get exploited by someone. Yeah, that stuff is that I couldn't do. Programming. Yeah. That part, if you've seen that, I could see why you're like, there's no way I could do that. Cause yeah, the programming is yeah, you would have to know a lot and be patient, honestly, and be able to just read lines and lines and lines of code to make sure you have a good product. Simple. Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, I took some like Java, which is like a programming language. Man, like the harder projects, that stuff was not easy for me. I was like, I'm glad I'm done with this one. And it was just probably building something simple like a calculator, like something that like you input the numbers and it's gonna give you the right numbers back. And it's something simple, but it that code, if you were to look at it, is you would think it's a few lines, and it's like 50 lines, if not more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you would look at this code like, this is just so they can pick out or alphabeticalize these movies. Like, yeah. Like when it's all said and done, like when you push a button, how does it know that you're pushing that button? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Yeah. But that's all done within the programming. Like that programming literally is the playbook or whatever you want to call it to that does makes it do what you need it to do. Like it's gonna that programming is gonna whatever you use to read that programming, it's in that programming to read that to do whatever. It's yeah. It's confusing. I couldn't. Yeah, it hurts my brain honestly thinking about how it works. But as long as you get the gist of it, you're good in ethical hacking. That's all you need to do is know the gist. You don't need to be a professional at it. I think I read it was like 25 hours. 25 hours. So yeah, I mean, I plan on doing it like an hour a day kind of thing. But that's just this course. Like, so I mean, I kind of there's this guy in particular. He's trying to start up his own little company in a way. That's why I'm just buying one right now to kind of give it a chance and see what it's all about. But Yeah, he even has like his own certification. Uh, but this guy, from what I've read and seen, I've seen some other videos from him. He's been trying to create the cert that is supposed to help you literally from the beginning. Like, let's say you don't know anything, literally, like kind of like you just need to know a little bit about computers, just a little bit, and then from the very beginning to get you to basically be an ethical hacker and take this test and pass it, and you're supposed to at the end be able to go and interview, and you would be able to ace that interview. But yeah, so in the real world of hacking or pen testing, it doesn't happen in a day, like movies and everything makes it seem like you're just going in there and you're gonna hack something in 30 minutes. That's not realistic. In the real world, it's gonna take a while, like a week, if not long, month, maybe even months to actually hack. Get what you need to be able to hack into the system, right? So he's basically trying to plan it out like it's a real world scenario. So at the end, the test is not like a multiple choice um, test. It's literally a simulation where he's going to give you yeah, he's going to give you a scenario. He gives you 5 days to do this test. So do this simulation of pen testing, everything that you learn within the course. And the course is actually, so the one I'm taking is just one right now. It's five total. But at the end, yeah, you're going to take this test that's supposed to last you 5 days. At the end of 5 days, you're going to have oh, actually go up like I guess a video teleconference or something with him and a few other people, and kind of simulating like you're actually going up to the company that hired you to do the reporting and writing. So they, yeah. So he does that to, and then from there he determines whether you got what he was looking for and whether you pass or not. So yeah, he does it like if it was a real scenario, because in the real world, that's literally what you're gonna do. You're actually in a pen test for X amount of days, and at the end, you're gonna go back. You're gonna write a report. You're gonna go back to the executives or whoever that hired you, and give them the report. I'm like, well, that's basically he's literally preparing you for a real job. Yeah, the real world. Because if you look at some of these, not even that, because if you look at some of the other certs, because there's a few other certs, like there's CASP, there's Pentest Plus even, which I want to take that one, but there's Pentest Plus, there's CEH, which is Certified Ethical Hacking. Um, that's another cert that, and these are certs that are known out there, right, by by companies that require them to be like get hired and stuff. Um, but like Pentest Plus, for example, it's not a bad one, but it's I think it's 80 or 90 questions, a multiple choice. I think it's 80 multiple choice, and then I think like, and then there's like five simulations, and they're not like full on simulations, just like simple, like, hey, do you know how to do this? Or I don't know, but yeah, it's like it's gonna give you a question, and you got to perform whatever they're wanting you to do. You know what I mean? Something simple though. It's nothing crazy like 5 days worth where you have to break into everything that they want. But that's that one. There's CEH, which Certified Ethical Hacker. That's literally the cert name. It costs $1,300 for that cert. That's also like already a downside for me. This one's $299. Well, that's his though. The Pen Test Plus I think is around $299, $399 also. The CEH is like, I want to say about 80 questions also, all multiple choice. No simulations, nothing. If someone, and yeah, you get a cert that you can be able to put on your resume or put on your LinkedIn that, hey, I got a CEH. But what does that really say? Like, a lot of people already see a CEH as like a joke, honestly, because there's no simulation. That doesn't prove that you can do anything. It proves that you know how to read a book or read a brain dump or something and take this test and pass it. Doesn't prove that you know how to do anything at all. Yeah, like I said, I've been into this for a minute. It's just a matter of finding something that gets me motivated to keep on going. Because I'll start like courses like these. I'll find other ones. I'll find books and I'll start them. And if somewhere along the line I get lost, I have n- like no mentor really to like help you figure out what it's going on exactly, and I give up. Or something else comes up, school or whatever, and I end up losing track. It's a hard path. That's what all I know. Yeah, I mean, yeah. When I watched that video and the way he explained like what his goal is, it made me wanna. That's why I'm trying it out. Like his goal is to. It's not about the money because he's not trying to make it super expensive. Um, and obviously the cert's not well known. It's about trying to get you ready for an interview at the end of the day. You better go into the interview and know this is literally the steps you need to take. This is what I would do. This is my reporting. This is how I would do it. There's a lot of people I'm sure that like are in the field but don't they just have like a CEH and got lucky and got into a job and don't really know a lot how they're I mean it's kind of what I in a way that's kind of the boat I'm in. I got lucky. I didn't have a cert when I got my job. I just got hired and they're like you'll learn. Yeah. Well, yeah. The PM didn't never the program manager never reached out to the actual office to like do like a more technical interview, and he just kind of hired me because they needed bodies. And I was like, I will take it gladly as long as they know because I was straight up. I was like, as long as they know I have no experience. I have a general idea, knowledge from school and just like reading online and knowing, but actual experience hands on, I have no experience. Um, and he's like, yeah, that's fine. Like, the way it's gonna be is you'll get put under a senior. You'll learn from that person and kind of go from there. And you'll have 90 days to get a cert, the cert that's required for like the position, and go from there. Yeah, I got the cert already. I got it. I took it last Tuesday and I passed. They're all pretty cool. So, I mean, I didn't really get a senior. It was just people in there in the office, and but they're all pretty cool. The only one is very knowledgeable. All the other ones seem like they've been in for like a year, and they're still kind of learning as well. So, yeah, it's pretty. It's fun. Like every day so far, I it's like an 8 hour shift, right? So I'll get to my seventh hour of just like nonstop, just like I don't know if at some point it's gonna get boring because yeah, all you're doing is like looking at logs, looking at different IPs and stuff to see what's going on, what who's scanning what, and if they're supposed to be scanning, and just analyzing, researching these things. But so far, like 7 hours go by so quickly, and it's already time to go home. So far, yeah, but it's all new to me, so yeah. See, and that's where I think at some point I think this defensive side, I think it'll get boring for me. Like I already seen a lot. I want to either actually see action where now, all right, I'm trying to stop these people, like these attackers, because right now I feel like the chances in the military on a secure network of seeing an attack is gonna be pretty. It's gonna. I need to go somewhere where I'm actually seeing attacks. Like, not that I mean that's also a bad thing. You shouldn't want to be seeing attacks. Like if you're seeing attacks, your network's not very secure. Like that means you're not really doing your job if you're getting a lot of attacks and you're not able to stop them. You're like your network's not secure enough then. But yeah, I think at some point it'll get too repetitive. Like you're doing the same stuff, nothing's going on. I want to move on to something more. Which what I'm doing is just like the tip of the iceberg of what you can do on defensive thing stuff though. And then since I already have the in with like the military of being getting on base, hacking, like I said earlier, you can't in the civilian world, you are not allowed to hack back. So if you're being hacked, you're not allowed to hack back. You're supposed to just stop them. That's it. That legally you're not supposed to. In the military, they're the only exception where they could or can hack back. I also have to take the vaccine, so yeah, I do. Right, like a bad stigma now, or it's like, oh, which one? Which one did you get? Oh, you got that one. You start school yet? Oh, okay. Watch TV. Like you'd be surprised how much they learn off of TV. Yeah, they started this week. Yeah, they started this week. Yeah, yeah. There was no online this year. Well, you had to have like a good reason to do it, like a medical, yeah, like a pre-existing medical condition or something. Initially it was okay, and then everything started getting worse again. So, but I mean, they gotta wear their mask and they gotta go. You just need to get gold, right? You're two below. Actually, I think I was playing with Cesar and I was already plat, wasn't I? Or you were gold already? I'm not diamond, I'm plat. And you were silver, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so he was silver and I was flat. So you that yeah, nice gun, yeah. When you get it. Ah, he's OP. What do you mean? They did they? What'd they do? What yeah, yeah, his yeah, yeah. Wait, doesn't flash anymore? I don't know. No, love you. No, it's he's so he has that ability, right? So that ability is already how often is it? Is it like 15 seconds, 20 seconds? 20 seconds, you get to use that ability which hurts 10 damage, right? It sees through walls if you hit them, so you'll see them, right? And then yeah, you'll see them. And then if you're like let's say you're popping a bat, they got you really good, right? And you're popping a bat. If he hits you, it stops your that bat. You have to restart it. So so it's just like that's pretty good right there. It's OP honestly. And then obviously his ult, he throws a dome thing down to see everybody within there. He sees everyone. If they're I don't know. I don't use them. So what's his? Oh, that's right. He has like a heartbeat. So he'll see. I don't know. It's not that far, but yeah, he'll see. Yup. Well, if you're crouching in their ult, you can't. You won't see the footsteps or anything. But I don't know. That he's OP. That's all I know. For real, cause like so yeah. If you're let's say I don't know. This is where I haven't been camping in a spot and they all of a sudden know where I'm at. But I feel like if you're camping somewhere, you're you're trying to withstand the last few teams. And let's say you're solo and they have a seer and they're always going to be using their passive to see who's around. I what the what is it? The 20 seconds? I don't know, Cesar. I don't know. I've never. And his, I think. Oh, it can't. It can't go through Gibraltar. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of good, but I feel like more people would use Gibraltar than I don't see. I see more people using Mirage now because it'll throw them off. Well, yeah, because his ult, it's gonna ping so many more people. Yeah, like a counter. I've seen more people use Mirage because of that. Um, what else? I feel like people have been using. Um, I see Bangalore, but I don't know how that's even more how that counters or does anything good. They're still gonna see you through the smoke. Um, Valkyrie, I guess, but that doesn't really. I don't know. But then there was one time me and Cesar been playing, so he's Seer, right? I play Bloodhound, or let's say a random plays Seer. I play Bloodhound, and Cesar plays Crypto. So it's just so much information going on. Like there's no way we should be caught off guard. Yeah, I don't. Mirage is the only counter I can think of. Unless Gibby, yeah, it doesn't hit through a Gibby bubble. I don't know. Word. Yeah, man. Later. Yeah, man. So, well, I already bought it, so. Well, so there's literally instruction in here on like he's gonna literally guide you through installing, see, downloading and installing, so that way you can't mess it up. Um, but I sent that link right there because I'm gonna have to, I guess, post it on here. There's gonna be like right here. He posted. Please see the attached link for the list of all resources used in this course. Very special thanks to Grimmy for putting this together. So you can just put it as a favorite in one of your links. Like I have it right here. I have a TSM course. I just put it in there. That way I know where it's at. What? Oh, really? Did it go off or? Oh, is it? So, so this link, I put it in the Discord. So I just saved it as a favorite up here. I mean, you can just put it wherever you want. I just put it. I created a folder and put where I'm gonna keep all his stuff. Yeah, just open the link and then just save that spot. Yeah, so you just hit. I mean, I don't know what browser you're using. For what? So I mean, there's resources here. I don't. There's. I mean, yeah. So, and he'll probably reference this if there's like there's in here network refresher if you want to do your some more learning. I guess you go to like this YouTube or there's this guide. There's note keeping things you want if you make because he's going to talk about note keeping to keep track of notes. There's all these different kinds you could use. He's going to talk about this one, Keep Note. That's what he likes to use. Uh, Capsule setting up the lab. So there's like here's the downloads to go and get, I guess. But yeah, like I said, I went through it a little bit before when it was free and I was going through it. then now it's not free. But yeah, man. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, it's through a VM. So you'll download either VMware or VirtualBox, and then download Kali Linux and install in there. Oh, here, so look, I'm gonna play it. Can you hear it? So it's those three. There you go. You got the gist. But I mean, we can do it another day. Do like I said. Yeah, I've messed with it. Yeah, but nothing crazy. Yeah. Another one that's pretty cool. I mean, Python's cool, but um, well, I guess I don't know. I know you can use like PowerShell. PowerShell's pretty good too. Like learning how to use PowerShell. Python's, I guess, for writing like scripting and stuff. But Python's, well, I mean, I guess you could do that in Windows too, in PowerShell. Just trying to find how to. Yeah, well, she did with this one course. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think she messed with it that much. Like it was just that one. The other ones before were more kid friendly. The beginner ones where I'm sure you've seen it, but it's like make this guy do whatever, and it's like a really simple command. But the most recent one is where she actually had to write more actual Python code. The other one was like super simple, and it was more kid friendly. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Looking at all his certs he has. Yeah, so he started with Security Plus, Network Plus, A Plus, CEH, CCNA, Pentest, Linux Professional Institute, CompTIA Linux Plus, OSCP Offensive Security, OSWP, Web Application Pentester, CyberArk Sentry, and then that's his own cert. No, I found him. I don't even know how, honestly, but I found him. I think I don't know. I think when I was just looking up like training, hacking training, somehow I saw this guy. Oh, I think I saw him on YouTube actually. When I was looking up stuff on there, I found him on YouTube, and then from there I saw he mentioned let's see, I think this he had a website. He had a website, and then I just started finding like a Discord, Twitter, YouTube. He streams Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern. But I found him on here, and I kind of went from there, and then because this part where we're in right now, he didn't have this website first. He was still in the process. He had that other website I just showed you, and then he kind of just went from there, and now he has that website, and he's doing more training because he's always been doing training. I've done previous ones where like I started, never really finished, but this one looks more interesting because the YouTubes are like, oh, man, I think it was 40 something hours, but it's like no cuts, you know what I mean? So you have to know when to go back and stop, you know what I mean? So it's just like no cuts or multiple videos. But this one's broken down. So. But all right, man, let you go. I'll hit you up whenever you're on. We can try to knock out some of this. All right, later. Tomorrow, Friday. I don't know. Maybe if instead of playing Apex, if I guess yeah, I'm down to do this versus playing Apex. It's up to you. True. Well, it's up to you because I am down to keep going. Like I'd say an hour. That way you don't get burnt out. But, oh my! So you can stop playing. If you really don't want to play, if you really don't want to, you can um, uninstall Windows and install Linux. Exactly, because if you install Linux, I did that. It's you're not gonna be able to play a lot of games. It's almost like it's hard to be able to play it. Like I don't think you'll be able to play Apex. You won't be able to play Warzone. You won't. It's you. But there's also other things you won't be able to do. Like if you have iTunes, you have these other things that are meant for not meant for Linux. It's gonna be hard to get them on there. I tried it. It's hard. YouTube, Twitch. But like I said, here, you're gonna install Kali Linux, which is one of the distros available. So you'll get a sense of what Linux and what you can do on there. It's pretty cool. I know exactly. Yeah, we'll see. All right, but I'll hit you up. Yeah. Well, I plan. Yeah. All right. Sounds good.